We have individuals that are going somewhere where they need shelter. They need somewhere to be for the night. In Jesus' case, there wasn't any room. They made room for him, and they took him somewhere where he could have some shelter. But in this case, we want to give you room. We want to make room for you. We want to give you somewhere where you can be safe. We call it room in the inn because there's room here. There's room in our hearts. There's room in our family. And we're going to find a place to make room here just for you if that's what your desire and your need is.
This is the new campus for Room in the Inn Memphis. Is the Collins Chapel Hospital property. Room in the Inn has welcomed guests for a decade now and identified some gaps for the people that we were serving. And one of those big gaps was medically fragile homeless individuals who were being discharged from the hospital, and they wouldn't have a place to go. And we sheltered them in our congregations, but it wasn't ideal, and we knew that. So we began to dream about having a permanent recuperative care center. I had a career as a hospital chaplain. It is very difficult for me to imagine someone who is ill going back to a sidewalk, going back to an unsafe building, being cold, not having food. Nobody can get well in that environment, and so they go right back into the hospital. And many times their life is cut short because of that. And so we want to stop that.
It's going to fill that gap. Hopefully while they're here, we're going to make some permanent changes and get them somewhere stable. But during that unstable time, we want to be that force that gives them just the time to get well and get better and not have to worry about where they're going to rest and eat for the night.
With Room in the Inn, you have an opportunity to go face-to-face with people that you might not have come face-to-face with in your ordinary life.
The plan is to move the Room in the Inn programming here onto this property and use a campus model so that all of our programming is in one place. And down this hall will be a recuperative care center for 21 individuals who are medically fragile. Upstairs will be a restricted family shelter program for families who are working with MIFA for rapid rehousing. We'll have 14 rooms upstairs for those families. And we'll move our day center here onto the property and coordinate congregational shelter seasons.
Your time is always needed. Some people may say, well, I don't have money to be a big donor or write a big check. We love volunteers. We love your hands. But also, in order to make this place run and work and keep the utilities on and pay our paid staff, we need resources.
By helping us to let our guests help themselves, what you're doing is you have the potential to change this community one person at a time, one family at a time.
We know that there's a need. You know, we just want people to do the same thing that the wise men did. They followed that star to see the Messiah. We just want them to follow their heart so that we can make a better place for people in this community in Memphis at large.